Everyone knows George Washington as the first president of the United States, but did you know he never actually lived in the White House? Or that he had a very real fear of being buried alive? Today, we're stepping away from the textbook facts and diving into the fascinating, weird, and wonderful side of George Washington, the man behind the legend. George Washington served as president from 1789 to 1797. He was unanimously elected twice, something no other president has accomplished. Known as the father of his country, Washington helped guide a brand new nation through its earliest, most fragile years. But beyond the portraits, powdered hair, and history books, there's a lot people don't know about him. Fact number 1. George Washington never lived in the White House. That's right, the building wasn't finished during his presidency. He actually lived in executive mansions in New York and Philadelphia instead. Fact number 2. Let's talk about his teeth. You've probably heard the story that Washington had wooden teeth. That's a myth. His dentures were made from human teeth, animal teeth, ivory, and even metal, but never wood. They were uncomfortable, and it affected how he spoke. Fact number 3. Washington had a serious fear of being buried alive. In the 1700s, it wasn't uncommon for people to worry about this, but Washington took it to another level. In his final instructions, he asked for his body to not be buried for at least 2 days after his death, just to make sure. Fact number 4. Washington was an animal lover. He was especially fond of horses and dogs. Some of his dogs had names like Sweet Lips, Drunkard, and Tipsy. And yes, those were their actual names. Fact number 5. He was one of the wealthiest presidents in U.S. history. His Mount Vernon estate and vast landholdings made him incredibly rich for the time. So, no, he didn't just chop down cherry trees, he managed a farming empire. Fact number 6. He loved agriculture so much that he became obsessed with breeding mules. He believed mules were stronger and more efficient than horses for farm work, and he personally helped spread mule breeding across the country. Fact number 7. George Washington loved to dance. At social events, he was known as an elegant and enthusiastic dancer. Picture that. The first president, twirling across the dance floor at a ball. Fact number 8. He never went to college. His formal education ended around age 15. He taught himself most of what he needed to know through reading, hard work, and experience. Fact number 9. Some people actually wanted to make him king. After the Revolutionary War, Washington was so respected that many believed he should rule as a monarch. He refused, making it clear that America would be a democracy, not a kingdom. And finally, fact number 10. Washington set one of the most important traditions in U.S. history. He stepped down after 2 terms. This peaceful transfer of power shaped how every future president would serve, a tradition that lasted until Franklin D. Roosevelt. George Washington wasn't just the first president. He shaped the role itself. From refusing a crown, to setting limits on his own power, to dancing at fancy parties with names like Sweet Lips at his feet, Washington's story reminds us that even icons are human. And sometimes those little details make the biggest difference. So, which fact surprised you the most? His teeth? His fear of being buried alive? Or the fact that he could dance? Let me know in the comments. And if you love discovering history's untold stories, hit that like button, subscribe, and get ready for the next episode in our Presidential Tidbits series, where we dive into the life of John Adams. Because history doesn't have to be boring, not when you know the tidbits.